Hey guys, I know this is very different content from what I usually upload. However, I've been playing a lot of CSGO with a couple of my friends. One friend that we play with in particular is drastically lower ranked than the rest of us. Now, we might not be very high ranked now, but we were previously around MG2 before the rank downshift. Then shortly after the update was pushed out, we quit for about a year. And our player in question is relatively new to CSGO, so we're here to teach him. None of us really played shooters during that time, so our skills aren't quite what they were before. However, despite this break, I found that I managed to retain a lot of my general game knowledge, and I want to impart it to some people. Hopefully, this will help some people improve their general skills, and hopefully help my friends specifically to rank up and to get to our level of skill. In this video, I use Twitch clips from my friend Cyrus's stream. If you want to check him out, he's a really cool guy. Especially if you like anime. If Anohana is your favorite anime, I'd highly recommend checking out his channel. You can catch him streaming at twitch.tv/MuskamoBear. He'll be the one we're aiming to get on par with me and my friend today. Anyways, let's get to the main part of the video. Today, we're going to be helping our boy Cyrus work on his crosshair placement. When it comes down to becoming a more consistent player, crosshair placement is one of the biggest factors in getting those kills. This applies to any shooter, not just CSGO. As we watch these clips, pay attention to where the player is aiming. You'll notice his aim's pretty decent for somebody who just started playing. Most of the time, his crosshair is where it should be, but at some moments, he'll have it pointed at the wall or far away from corners where enemies can peek from. Understanding where an enemy can be comes down to your game sense, but the more you play, and the more aware you are, the better your crosshair placement will gradually become. I'd say Cyrus's aim is pretty decent for the rank he's currently at, Silver 2. However, there's much to be improved. Alright, let's take a look at what Cyrus does versus what he should be doing.
Oh, fuck.
The only thing with that is I would drop you dualies because I don't have
Go.
CSGO.
So the first thing we notice is Cyrus is kind of aiming, alright. Not exactly the best. As he comes in here, he just has his crosshair pointed here. He flicks up, just kind of has his crosshair pointed here. And then as he comes down the hallway, he's just kind of pointed it here. So your teammates have cleared quite the way for you. You have 3 teammates in front of you. So I don't really care about what the crosshair is doing here. But you want to always have your crosshair ready, so that way it's easier moving to the next angle where the enemy might be. So as you come up these stairs, where can the enemy be? They could be across the apartments, peeking from boiler. There could be a guy in this corner, and there could be a guy maybe hiding in balcony that you just never spotted. So as you come around the corner, you want to have your crosshair up, head level, ready for another player. Of course, your teammates already ran ahead. They end up killing a guy, and he's dead over there. So you know up to this point, up to this general area, right here, because you're not exposed to graveyard, you're not exposed to sight, you know you're safe. So your crosshair placement here doesn't matter, but you always want to keep your crosshair up, crosshair ready, no matter what. Better that you get into the habit of it, so that way you're always ready for a player. Always ready for a player. As you come around corners, you never know where a player might be. You always want to be ready. Always want to be ready.
I'm watching your moto.
Oh, one.
Lane.
Alright, so the next thing Cyrus did was he came out here, looking at Grave, and then he looked to sight. He jumps down, looks over to porch, comes back up here, looks around here, and he gets called that there's somebody lane. He doesn't know what this position is at the time because it was the first round actually playing on this map. And he just looks over here and then finds a guy and he ends up dueling him. So what Cyrus should be doing as he comes out is maybe going a little bit slower. You never know if there's going to be a guy graveyard because that hasn't been cleared yet. You don't know if you're going to get headshot by a guy that's on the other side of this pit wall. And then as you come out, you can slowly peek the angle or maybe just jiggle peek it. There could be a guy library, a guy sight that purple hasn't killed yet maybe. And coming out, this is your job because you're one of the later people out. And you have people that can watch all your other angles. This you can think of this entire area is safe. These are the areas where hostiles could be by the point that you're at this point. And you worry about the guys that come out here. And the last guy's going to have to find his own position, or otherwise he can help you double take this. Maybe, so once Cyrus drops down, what he should be doing is looking in this general vicinity. You're safe from library now that you're on the floor, but you're fully exposed to lane. So you can use this barrel. Maybe, if you know that you're a little bit safer because the guys in arches have to engage with pit, you can take cover behind this cart to peek the guy that you're fighting over here and get a better fight on this guy because you can control the engagement by going around this corner. But this is your job, this is your responsibility, just based off of the situation, because you have people that are watching your arches and library for you. And your site should be cleared.
Lane, 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 lane.
South fucking patio. Whatever. Pit. Wait, what the f-
Alright, so what Cyrus ends up doing is he ends up looking towards lane. I don't know if he recognizes that this is lane yet, but he does spot a guy. He starts dueling him a little bit, dings him up a little bit, starts reloading, comes back over here, shoots his teammate because he didn't recognize it was his teammate, and then just gets shot and killed from Moto. So what I'd do in Cyrus's situation right now is, of course, once you recognize that the player's here, ding him up a little bit, don't reload and go around the cart. Hold your position. Maybe play around this just general area right over here, because you're protected by these boxes from the enemies that are over there. If he stays here, he has a better chance of fighting that guy back or just holding him or forcing him to rotate around, go around to the other side of the building, so that way all the enemies are in the same spot. Or otherwise, if he ends up dying, I was actually in pit, ready to trade kill for the guy. Ready to trade kill for Cyrus in case he died. But instead, what ends up happening is Cyrus comes out here, staring into the wall. But instead, what he should be doing is coming behind this cart, and then realizing he's safe here from now. Look at library, because this is the only place an enemy could be now. This is his only threat. Come into pit, and he's a little bit more protected now. A little bit more protected, has a better chance of fighting back, and he's not just going to get shot in the side of the head because he's looking at some wall.
In boiler, watch your boiler, please. Let's just default it, see if they push. I'm gonna get aggro on a banana just to see if they push us. One's out balk. Balk in middle. Not middle, arch side, sorry. Did you kill arch side? Nice. Let's push up then. Let's go towards B, through arches. Please watch my A site, please.
I mean to fucking find my gun. Oh, fuck. From the beehive.
So, in this next clip, we're going to try to keep it a little bit faster. The first one, I just want to go super in-depth, thinking about where you should consciously be aiming. So what Cyrus ends up doing in this next clip is he's watching Banana to see if somebody's pushing, to see if anybody peeks, to either maybe get the kill, if his reaction time's fast enough, or if somebody's just flying straight around the corner, he can just spray him down, shoot him. But what Cyrus ends up doing is he's peeking a little bit, hiding, peeking a little bit, hiding. But whenever he hides, what I notice is his crosshair goes to this wall. This is really bad, especially if you're hiding for a prolonged amount of time. Yes, you can watch this angle and you can watch this angle at the same exact time. You already have teammates in middle, so this area should not be an issue. Your concern is over here. So you should always have your crosshair trained on the corner. You never know if an enemy is going to come around the corner. There are plenty of places where an enemy could possibly be. And this is not one of those places. This is not one of those places. They come around here. You always want to have your crosshair trained to the corner, at least a little bit, because you never know when somebody's going to be up close to you. And if it's here, what do you need to do? You need to flick. You need to flick, and it's much easier to just click the button than to move your mouse and then click the button. And what Cyrus ends up doing as he comes up here, he just runs up, just looks in this general direction, looks back up. What I'm assuming is he thinks, okay, what if somebody comes banana? And then he does 2 mouse movements because his sensitivity is low to look behind him, and then he just looks back up here and runs up here and just gets shot in the back from somebody somewhere here. What Cyrus should be doing is as he comes up here, of course you can, once you get better, you can clear angles much faster. come up here. Maybe there's a guy in balcony window, in balcony itself. Maybe under here. Check apartments. In case the guy's coming through. Maybe he already made it across. Maybe there's a guy that pushed up alt, and then recognize your 2 teammates are already up there. This is tying in with game sense. Recognizing what angles haven't been cleared yet. Right side has not been cleared yet. There could be a guy here waiting for you. There could be a guy here peeking you. Maybe a guy already hiding in the corner. Maybe a guy in the boiler. And this is why you got shot in the back, because you're just following your teammates blindly.
Flashing over, go. Go, go, go.
Go, 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 boys.
That was a bad flash, go.
Sandbag
Wait.
clear.
Smoking CT, go. One CT,
One
flashing,
CT.
flashing. Plan.
Got him. Shit.
Green, get outside plan. Watching your construct. Oh, sorry, purple.
Shit. I
One more
killed him,
CT.
flashed through the smoke.
So we come to a much later round. He has an MP7, and he's pushing up banana. We'll notice, he's aiming in his just general direction. This is all right. This is all right because I don't expect you to be pro yet, to have like really great aim, but this is better than this, better than this, better than this, better than this. So long as you're at least aiming in this general direction, this is good. But I noticed your crosshair was a little bit low. Keep your crosshair up. Remember, always want to be ready to shoot the guy in the head. If you stop moving, even if you're moving a little bit, better that your crosshair is already in position to be able to shoot that guy. I noticed he comes up here and he's just staring at this corner. He's just staring at this corner. I don't know why. Where could the enemy be? You want to be looking over at this angle, or you want to be getting ready to come up on this guy. If there is a guy here. There's nobody there, but what happens is you're just walking up with your team and you're just aiming your crosshair in this corner for no arbitrary reason, right? So instead, think, where is the enemy going to be coming from? They're going to be on B site. So where could they be? Maybe coming from CT, holding an angle over here, right? There could be an enemy over on coffins, over here, maybe playing back of coffins. Maybe somebody in dark corner, which is this corner over here, hiding behind this stuff, behind this pole. This is a pretty decently shit spot actually. It's a one and done spot. If you get caught out there, you're stuck behind. You have literally no cover. There could be somebody new box, second oranges, third oranges. Worst case scenario, somebody up close that's just peeking around the corner just to try to get kills. Or somebody on top of this box. What Cyrus ends up doing is he comes out, once he's done looking at this corner, he comes out staring at this wall. He's not clearing any angles. He's already in a position where he can get shot from here, shot from anywhere on site that's over here, and he can get shot from here. What he should be doing, instead, keeping an eye, because his teammates already has his back here to shoot this guy that's actually hiding up there. What Cyrus should be doing is taking his back to the other wall, peeking the angle that his teammate can't cover. Coming over here, and then you should have teammates in the back watching your front for you. Watching your coffins, watching your back of coffins, watching your chapel, this general area. And then once he comes up onto site, then he can take a look around. If he knows this is safe and it's smoked off, he can check these angles one by one, eventually coming around, and then coming up to this chapel area. You want to be ready for a player that could be hiding in chapel, hiding in construction, whatever you want to call it. But be ready for a guy. What is Cyrus doing? He spends a lot of time just, la-di-da-di-da. If a guy comes around this corner, bam, you're fucking, you're fucked. You're dead because you have to flick to the guy. The guy on the other team, if he's smart, he shouldn't be doing the same exact thing coming around the corner. What he should be doing when he peeks you is come around like this. Come around like this with his crosshair tied to the corner of the wall. Tied to the corner of the wall, checking for checking for enemies, checking different positions that it could be, and having his crosshair ready at all times. When your crosshair's like this, does this look ready to you versus looking for a guy over here? And now for some key takeaways. Tying game sense into your aim. Where are the enemies? Where aren't they? Thus, where should you be aiming? If you know where they are, Aim where they might come at you from. If you don't know where your enemies are, you want to be even more cautious of where they could be. That means checking really odd corners where an enemy could be hiding and waiting for you. And always keep your crosshair at head level. Keep it up, not too high, not too low. You're more likely to land a headshot that way. And that's pretty much it. I hope this video helps some people out there. If you have any specific questions about how you should be placing your crosshair, don't be afraid to ask down in the comments. I know my crosshair placement isn't the best, but I'm gradually working on it. We all gotta start somewhere, right? Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.
Yeah, his fucking.
Yeah, one flash. Smoke across. Smoke across. Sorry, drop this. Never mind. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Just check the off like it's point and click.
Double pit. Double pit. Plant it for pit and planting for pit, please. Do not plant in dark.
What's pit?
That
What's
way
pit?
you both can hold it. The left. Behind you. Cyrus. Shoot. Yes, there. That is pit. Hold your hold the crossfire. One of you guys hold cart. One of you guys hold the moto.
That's a bad spot. Move to your right a bit.
One's
Move
coming
to your
moto.
right a bit.
Is there a decoy? They could be coming from anywhere.
More, as in like hide behind
Archers,
that.
archers.
Move behind that.
Out archers now.
Nice.
Oh wait! Oh what? My